call this meeting of the Atwater City Council of June 8th, 2020 to order. Pledge allegiance led by Chief Salvador and invocation by Pastor Dave Weaver. Pastor, there you are. Okay.
Ready? Salute.
Please remain standing.
Will you bow your heads as I pray? Dear wise and loving Father, first let me say thank you on behalf of all who gathered here today, and thank you for your many and abundant blessings. Thank you for life itself, for the measure of health, for sustenance, and for friendship. And thank you for the ability to be involved in useful work and for the honor of bearing appropriate responsibilities. Thank you for loving us, even so, from your boundless and gracious nature. In the scriptures, you have said that citizens ought to obey the governing authorities, since you have established those very authorities to promote peace and order and justice. Therefore, I pray for our mayor, for the various levels of city officials, in particular for this assembled council. I am asking that you would graciously grant them wisdom to govern amid the conflicting interests and issues of our times, a sense of welfare and true needs of our people, a keen thirst for justice and righteousness, confidence in what is good and fitting, the ability to work together in harmony even when there is honest disagreement, personal peace in their lives and joy in their task. I pray for the agenda set before them today. Please give them assurance of what would please you and what would benefit those who live and work and around our beloved city of Atwater. It is in your most blessed name I pray. Amen.
Roll call.
Ambrose.
Here.
Kale.
Here.
Raymond is absent. Pierre is absent. Creighton.
Here.
We have a quorum.
Subsequent need items.
Mayor, there are none.
Approval agenda is posted or is amended.
Motion to approve the agenda as posted.
Second.
Ambrose.
Motion- Okay, go ahead.
Yes.
Kale.
Yes.
Creighton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Consent calendar.
Background information has been provided on all matters listed under the consent calendar, and these items are considered to be routine. All items under the consent calendar are normally approved by one motion. If discussion is requested on any item, that item will be removed from the consent calendar for separate action.
Are there any items on the consent calendar that the city council would like to remove for separate discussion or possible action? Are there any members of the public who would like to speak regarding any items remaining on the consent calendar? If so, please come to the podium now. Seeing none, we'll close the public comment. Council, what's your direction?
I'll make a motion we approve the consent calendar.
I'll second.
Motion by Kale, second by Ambrose.
Ambrose.
Yes.
Kale.
Yes.
Creighton.
Yes.
Motion passes.
Comments from the public?
At this time, any person may comment on any item which is not on the agenda. You may state your name and address for the record, however, it is not required. Action will not be taken on an item that is not on the agenda. If it requires action, it will be referred to staff and or placed on a future agenda. Please limit comments to a maximum of 3 minutes.
Do we have any speaker cards or emails?
I have speaker cards. I do not have any emails that were received.
Who do we have first?
My first speaker card is from Richard Johnson.
Welcome.
Good evening, City Council. Richard Johnson, 1675 Drake Avenue, Atwater. Amid recent events, I have learned a peaceful protest takes forever, and that violent riots get it done. So I guess we've been doing it all wrong. We want justice. We want changes. We want you to give us back what you have taken. The people you see here today are sick and tired of the bullshit. Why is everyone so much more deserving than the Johnsons? We've done all this work for our community, yet no one comes together for us. The Johnsons you see here tonight may not be the Johnsons you see tomorrow. We are sick of not being allowed to file police reports, sick of you committing crimes against us, sick and tired of the nonstop retaliation, and sick and tired of the bullshit. How about you show us that you're not all involved in these crimes? Someone removed the bullshit lie from my DMV driving record so I can get insurance, since I do have a clean driving record. I fought those false charges that you filed on us, and we won. We beat those charges because it was false charges, okay? And we beat them in court. No conviction, no record. Tell me how in the hell does theft of utilities go on someone's DMV record? How can anybody put that, you guys got that kind of power here? When the state says by law, you have to have insurance for a vehicle. Okay, how in the hell somebody do that? Oh, that's because Atwater knows how to screw up people's lives. Well, let me tell you, you're messing with the wrong couple. You have a good night.
Next, we have
Ms.
Wendy
Carter?
Ward.
Who?
Wendy Ward.
Okay. Welcome.
My name is Wendy. I live on Elm in Atwater. I'm here to speak about Atwater Community Cats. I know the program has been canceled and that there are no funds for it, but I'm hoping we can come together as a community and do something, because I have colonies in downtown. That is my area that I take care of. Currently, I have 5 females that have just had kittens, all of them. One of the cats that was pregnant when the program stopped last July, she's on her 3rd litter. And the first litter that she had 5 kittens, 3 of those were female, and they all currently have kittens right now. This is getting out of control so fast. We got a hold of some of the colonies and we fixed all of them under the program. They are maintaining their numbers. Occasionally we'll have a new one show up, but for the most part, there's quite a few cats that are coming up. The cats breed quickly. They can have, usually with my experience since I've been doing this, the cats usually can have 4 litters a year. I have a little thing here that I got off the computer. It kind of gives you a quick briefing of one unspayed female has 4 kittens, 2 male, 2 female. 8 months later, there are, those cats with the 2 females, they've produced 12 cats. And 16 months later, well, the cats just keep going and I don't have the whole thing. This is going to get out of hand quickly. Now I know that the city is not picking up cats anymore. That's not going to solve the problem. We need to come together as a community. I don't care if everybody has to pitch in $5, $10, whatever they can afford. I have people that have come up to me, handed me money for food. The food that I feed is from me. I buy all my own food. So with the increase in cats comes the increase in cost. I only work part-time, but I'm not going to let these animals go without. I'm really hoping that instead of throwing your hands up and saying we don't have the money, we can do something, because as I said, this is downtown that I'm talking about. We're trying to get it going again. I don't think the business owners, there's a lot of new businesses since we started this program. The other ones were very supportive. We have long-term people down there. Alice at BBVA, she's been very good. Also, Eric Lee. Eric Lee was a big complainer.
Thank you.
He's a supporter now.
Do you have anybody else?
Next, we have Chris Giese.
Good evening, Chris.
Welcome.
My complaint here today, how you doing, Mayor Queen?
Welcome.
Good. My complaint here is updating the signal lights with the street lights below the lights. Because most of them, like at Five Corners, I can show you a picture later on, it's been completely dead. This one at Five Corners has been dead over 10 years. I don't know why the city doesn't update with the light bulbs or the necessary repairs to fix them. Especially if we're getting new signal lights, they going to update the signal light on Burhack and Juniper because of the proposed gas station. And Richard Way is getting a lot better now, so they should be done about repair by the end of the month. It's looking good now. But why they just don't update the lights and stuff too, like put like more up-to-date signal lights on the ones that's like been in operation for like 30 plus years and stuff too, with better ones and keep up with the updates and stuff too, and update the street lights too, because it's like you can't tell. You have to get it right out to the intersection to see what street you're looking for, because you can't even see the street lights. Like this one right here,
Okay.
black. Thank you.
Chris, can you get with the superintendent afterwards?
What?
Can you stick around afterwards and the superintendent will talk to you?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Next,
Next, we have Lori Chavez.
welcome.
Hi, Mr. Mayor. Hi, I'm Lori Chavez. I'm going to put my cat up there so you can look at him. I'm also here for the cats. Hi, Lori. Chief, all council members, nice to see all of you. I'm here since 2015, since our program's been going. We have done over 2,100 cats. I know we're only 4 square miles, kind of, but holy crap, we got a lot of cats. We have a lot of people that feed them, that don't fix them, and I understand it's the way people are. They just don't fix them, and I wish I could just do something to those people to get them to understand. I understand what we need to try to do. Our new chief here, Chief Salvador, has been telling me to try to get a 501 myself. I'm 62, going to be 63 in July, but actually, no, I'm going 61, I'm going backwards. And I just don't want to go into the hassle of getting a 501. It's hard enough going out there trapping. If anybody could help me write a 501 and help me go through all of that, I've only went to high school, so I don't know how to do all that. But I definitely can tell that we have made a difference. Pretty much all the trapping go through me because I coordinate the transportation and I'm the driver that goes to Monte Vista. I have still stopped over at the vet over here. They've got too much, I'm looking at my time, I don't see it. I went over to this vet over here, over by the AM/PM, and they have a lot of cattle. They do a lot of cattle, so they really can't fit us in anyway. And Dr. Bell's office doesn't want to play ball, to drop it down, and that's the reason we go to Monte Vista. I don't mind the drive, I really don't. We were trying to get me to be a City of Atwater volunteer, and I guess I've gone through all the paperwork and stuff, so I guess I am a volunteer. I haven't got to do nothing yet, Chief Salvador, but I'm ready to do something, hopefully trapping. I've been trapping with my own money out of my stimulus check. My husband doesn't know, but he don't need to know everything. I guess he'll be watching this now. But there's a lot, we have colonies that are fixed, that are totally fixed, and they got dropped off. Friendly cats get dropped off, but thank God for Renata She will take them and they will get adopted at PetSmart, so we luck out really there. It's the feral ones, the ones that have no home, that we're worried about. And that's all I really wanted to say. I know you guys, I know we sound like a broken record, I'm sorry, but I just kind of wanted to let you know.
Thank you very much.
Thanks, Paul. Thank you.
Next, we have Amanda Metz.
Members of the council, chief.
Welcome.
I see Darren's here. I am here because I was part of the initial group that was here in 2015 when we formed the Atwater Community Cat Network. It was quite remarkable what happened in that couple of city council meetings, because the reason that we came is because we as animal lovers were concerned about a proposed feeding ban. The city council was proposing to punish caring members of the community for feeding cats, with the mistaken belief that that would cause them to go away. Well, the council listened to us. Chief Frank Petro was fantastic and instrumental in helping us to get this program started, wherein volunteers trap and transport the cats and the city pays for the spay-neuter surgeries. At that time, the city was paying $98 for every cat that it took to animal control, and feral cats are killed at animal control. They don't come out alive. So it's cruel and it's expensive. Female cats are spayed at Monte Vista for $40, males are $20. Obviously, if a cat is pregnant, that is an extra fee, but if you consider she's got 4 or 5 kittens in her, that's gonna be a much bigger cost at animal control to take all of those cats there to be killed. So we developed this more cost-effective, more humane program, and you've got these wonderful ladies, Lori, Wendy, Andrea, out in the community, educating people, talking to them, telling them, oh, you have a problem with feral cats. The city of Atwater has a program to help you. We will help you. And you have these amazing people that have invested thousands of hours of time, miles on their own personal vehicles to take these cats to Monte Vista. It's an amazing partnership. So I was very concerned when I heard that the city is thinking of scrapping this amazing program. I don't know if you know, but you're the only city in Merced County, and probably further than that, that has any kind of program like this. And I know Lori gets calls from people in Merced all the time, desperate for help, and has to tell them, I'm sorry, this is only for Atwater, but go talk to your city council and get something going. Which we have. So I guess I'm here to say that this is a remarkable partnership, and it benefits the community, and I encourage you to find a way to keep it going. I just graduated from law school on Saturday, so Lori, I can definitely help you with a nonprofit. But I think the issue is the initial startup fees. So if anybody out in the community is watching and you want to help us get a nonprofit going, we would love to do that. But it would really be helpful if we can at least keep spaying and neutering until we're able to get that going, because honestly, we're losing all the progress we've made. 2,100 cats have been fixed. That's a lot less kittens. Kitten season has been much better, but we haven't been allowed to spay and neuter for a year.
Thank you.
So we're going backwards.
Congratulations on your degree.
Thank you.
Who do we have next?
We have Corey Billings.
Corey Billings?
Yes.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor, members of the City Council.
Welcome.
Corey Billings. Tonight I come to you as part of your recreation team, and I'm very excited to be in this role. As we know, there have been so many different programs that have gone through recreation, but tonight I want to spotlight 2 of them for you that are new to our community. And the first actually came from the direction of a staff member who said, wouldn't it be really cool, because the 4th of July is such a huge tradition in Atwater, but yet unfortunately things have had to be canceled. So the idea came about of what's called a porch parade. So the City of Atwater and the Recreation Department are pleased to announce at no cost to the city to be hosting what's called a patriotic porch parade, where we're encouraging members of the community to decorate your home for the 4th of July. We will have a series of judges go out and look at these homes and give some awards that we're getting donated, as well as we're encouraging the community to go out and look, just like you would go out and look at Christmas lights, it's time to go out and look at the patriotic piece of our community. So we're putting together an interactive map so you can, once you've registered, your home will come up as a dot on the map, and the community can pick that up and see, oh my gosh, there's 4 houses over here and 3 houses over there. And they can drive by, they can ride their bikes, they can walk around. This is a really exciting piece to be bringing to you that really came from a staff idea, and we really just kind of pick it up and ran with it. And again, no cost to the city, so we are excited about that piece. And for more information on that, I encourage people to go to atwater.org. We have the registration and everything right on our website, and the maps will update on Mondays, so we're really encouraging people to take a look at atwater.org.
And when's the last day they can participate and register?
The last day to register, I believe, is the 20th.
Okay.
So we have a little bit of time, and then we ask that they have their decorations up from the 20th through the 4th so that people can go out and enjoy those.
Or before, if they
And
want.
before that, and if you have your decorations up, we definitely want to know. But we're really encouraging people to come out and participate and get online and decorate Atwater, because we have a long, long tradition of celebrating here in this community the 4th of July. Let's just do it a little differently this year.
And what are if whoever wins, what do they get designation of the winner of the year for that? They get a little ribbon or
We're
something?
going to give them something. We haven't got that completely worked out yet. I have
Some
a couple.
recognition here, maybe?
We definitely would love to do that. We have a couple people who've said they would donate maybe a gift card or something. So we'll see. We've got different categories for you to participate in. It's really exciting. It's new. We just want to try something different, but yet continue the traditions that we have here in Atwater. So that's one of the items that we're having. The other piece that we were really doing came because Atwater has a tradition of putting on a drop-in program here in Atwater, which we get 150, 200 kids to come out and participate in. And I'll tell you a little more about that, but please go to atwater.org to see more information on that piece.
Yeah. Since your staff, since he's updating the community on city events, continue.
Okay. So the summer youth program is what we're calling it. Unfortunately, drop-in was not going to be available, bringing that many children together. What we've done is we've created small youth camps of 10 kids in each of these camps, and we're allowing them to come together in small groups of 10 with one rec leader, and we're going to do activities throughout the day, including field sports, football, soccer, activities like that. We're going to have crafts. We're going to have court sports, so anything that we played on a basketball field, diamond sports, anything played on a baseball diamond. We have the potential of having a baking class, dance classes, found object art classes, theater classes, parlor sports, because we've got a wonderful game room at the Community Youth Center. So we're encouraging everybody to get online. These classes will be running in July, and again, we will have more information for those classes on atwater.org, and I encourage the community to sign up very quickly, because being that we're only going to have 10 kids available in each group, we believe the classes will fill up rather quickly, and we'll be running the month of July only. So it should be a fun event for kids to participate again. Again, we're just trying to do something different in our community to make sure that the youth of our community, ages 6 to 12, have something to do come this summer. Thank you,
Awesome.
Mr. Mayor.
Thank you very much. Do we have anyone else?
Next, we have Lori Johnson.
Welcome.
Good evening, Mayor and City Council members. First of all, I would like to start by saying I'm really happy to see that public comments is coming back and that the community is getting involved. And I love the fact that so many people from the community get involved, come together for cats. And for Wendy and Lori, who have done a wonderful job with the cat program. My cat is a rescue cat that Wendy had brought to me on Mother's Day one year after my cat went missing. And she's done a wonderful job, because when we first moved there was feral cats everywhere. And they've trapped cats at our house too. And now I can see the difference since they lost the funding, and it's not going to be good. The future's not going to be good if they don't get their funding, and our future's not going to be good because there's going to be cats everywhere. And another thing I want to comment on Chris's comment is the lights. Okay, so I've been talking about the light by Denny's, by Almond Tree, for 8 years. I've been complaining to the police department, to the city, for 8 years. And, because my kids almost got hit by a car there. Because when you come from Jenny's or wherever, and you try to turn, like going towards my house, you try to turn onto
You're going
Applegate.
northbound?
Okay, so the arrow is green, and so is the lights for the people to cross. They're going through the crosswalk at the same time. But I didn't notice this before because there was never a car across the street at the Atwater and Iron. The arrow is green while their light is green to come across too. So there's 3 lights that are green at the same time that shouldn't be green. And I've told them this. I told them I'll go out there with them and explain it to them. And nobody, they said they fixed it, and nobody has ever come out there and met me out there. And it's dangerous, and just want you guys to know that. Thank you.
Thank you. Who do we have next?
I have no more comment cards, Mayor.
Okay. Council comments?
Yeah.
Oh, anybody else from the public want to come forward? They don't have a card filled out? Sorry. We don't welcome everyone, so.
All right. Rich Miller, 334 Silva Drive here in Atwater, also pastor Victory Baptist Church here in Atwater, 1280 Sierra Vista Street. Wanted to come up and apologize to you. I missed the last meeting, but I did have a good excuse. I was celebrating my 19th wedding anniversary with my wife on May 26th. I wanted to just come up and thank you all once again for the decision to be a sanctuary city for small businesses and for our churches as well. And I have to say my heart has been breaking at what's transpired in our country. That flag right there means a lot to me. I didn't serve in the United States military. The Lord did not give me that calling. He called me into the ministry. But I respect every man and woman who has, and that flag means liberty to me. It means sacrifice. It means purity. Maybe though our country hasn't been perfect, I don't know any country on the face of the earth that has. My heart's been saddened because it seems as though some people have taken the perspective that we should just burn down the house instead of replace the rotted studs inside it. And I still pledge to that flag, and I plan on pledging to that flag until I die. And I appreciate what they're trying to do with the recreation. And with that being said, if you need someone to give a donation, Victory Baptist Church will give $100 to the first place winner. Okay, $100 gift card to a local business. All right, for the first place winner for that that competition. Last thing I want to say is through all of this, I am thankful for our chief, and I am thankful for our police department, our California Highway Patrol, and our sheriff's department. And once again, I think it's a shame that people want to discriminate against all of our law enforcement because of the mistakes of a few. And I want our local law enforcement, even though they know this because we've had them at our church, to know that we support them 100% in keeping our community safe. So thank you for all that you do.
Thank you. Welcome.
Hi, everybody. My name is Naomi Miller. I live on 334 Silva Drive with my dad and my mom and my 4 siblings. So I just want to thank you guys because during this time I got really scared because my dad's a pastor and they've been kind of putting churches and police officers against each other. So I got really scared. But I know that my chief loves my dad, and I know that my dad respects you guys. And I want to thank you guys because all you guys have done has really helped me, and it's helped our family and our church. So I want to say thank you personally to you guys. And I want to say thank you to you, because all of you guys have done so much for us. And even though there are things we can probably work on, it doesn't really matter right now because we've all come together as a community. And I've really seen it this year. So I just want to thank you guys.
Wonderful. Thank you very much. You probably give the chief a hug after this, too. Very sweet. What a beautiful daughter. Any other members of the public come forward? Seeing none, we'll close the public comment and bring it back to the dais. Councilman Kale?
I want to thank the citizens of the city of Atwater for being reasonable and not taking to the streets unnecessarily. I have had a number of individuals contact me and said, if we need anything, let me know. We're there to back you up. And so I want to thank the citizens of Atwater. I want to thank the chief of police and his staff for watching out. I've gotten complaints that the fireworks are going off and it's illegal. Trust me, it is not easy for the police to go, oh, there's a firework going off over there. That's gotta be on 3rd Street, probably in the 1200 block. They can't do that, they don't know how, and the people who are lighting them off are smart enough to light it and run. So, but I want to thank the citizens for doing that, thank the chief and his staff for doing this, and I'd also like to say that I truly believe that us in the community of Atwater are doing great things. This council is doing great things. We're unified to do nothing but work towards the betterment of our city. And I truly believe that we need to get back to what we said in the Pledge of Allegiance tonight, and that is be one nation under God. We need to do that, and we all need to remember what the Bible tells us, and that is love thy neighbor as thyself. Not just because they vote like us, not just because they believe like us, but because they're our neighbor. Thank you.
Well said. Ambry?
I can't follow that, so good night, folks.
I've got about a 20-minute speech, but we'll just cut it. And I do want to address the signal lights. So that intersection at Sycamore by Denny's has been completely redone. They switched the signal lights out, so those are gone now. So I'm just updating you real quick. You can get with the superintendent in a little bit to address that, but we're synchronizing all the way through to Burger King from the Highway Patrol. So we do have that. We're addressing that. Also, what John and Pastor Miller, you and your daughter, well said tonight. I think it's important that law enforcement hears those things. This is a law and order city, and America's about doing the right thing, and do anything you want to do peacefully is good. The right to assemble, I support that and I encourage that. So as John said and some other members of the audience said tonight, that reflects on you guys in Atwater that you could do whatever you need to do peacefully and politely, and it's a great city and a great country. So I'm really proud to be part of that. And the Highway Patrol, the Sheriff's Department, and the City of Atwater, great job. We sent officers to San Francisco to protect Union Square, and our officers interacted with the citizens of San Francisco, police department of San Francisco, and tourists in the area, and we were treated with open arms, and quite to my surprise, I didn't think San Francisco would be that friendly. You know, it's kind of a city in change, but they represented really well during a very stressful time and treated our officers with the utmost respect, put them up in a great hotel and treated them well. And their families were really worried about them while they were up there. So I appreciate that, members of San Francisco, what you guys did for our guys. And thank you, Chief, for allowing our guys to go up and witness and be part of something like that. We don't have those things here, thank goodness. But what a great learning opportunity for some of the guys that have never been in a situation like that. And it all went down good. So thank you, all the businesses that are open. Thank you for the people that are coming in from out of town. Again, the past week, San Francisco, 2 more families came into town to shop at Target and Granny's Pantry and Almond Tree. We had a couple of people come up from LA that Isabella's was talking about. They drove all the way up to eat here. So we're doing something right. They're coming to our city. Corey, Recreation, sounds like a lot of exciting things at no cost are coming. We've got a new attorney in the back of the room that maybe we get that 501c3 set up and we could save the cats of Atwater. So what a great evening. Thank you all. Meeting adjourned.